What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match analysis for Huesca versus Barcelona, the 1-0 victory for Barcelona yesterday. Bit of an up and down performance. We're going to take a look at the stats, take a look at the post-match press conference from the players and Ronald Koeman. And of course, take a look at the lineup and how the team played in game. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button. Let's try to get to 150 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Now let's take a look at the lineup that Ronald Koeman deployed in the match. It was Ter Stegen in goal, Ronald Araujo, Dest, Jordi Alba, Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, Dembele, Messi, and Braithwaite up top. So it didn't play in the 4-2-3-1 system. It played more in the 4-3-3 system, as Koeman confirmed in his press conference as well. He had Busquets as the lone CDM, he had De Jong on the right of the midfield as an interior, and Pedri on the left of the midfield as an interior. And he had Dembele on the left wing, Messi kind of on the right wing. He started on the right wing, but he drifted a lot in the middle, and he had Braithwaite up top. The main thing about this match is that all of our attacks went down the left-hand side. That's why Dest had a very poor game, because he had nothing to do, and when he got the ball, wasn't really on it. Now, the one thing I think Koeman didn't do well in this game were use his substitution properly. On the screen right now, you can see the sub bench. It was Alina, Griezmann, Pjanic, Riqui, Trincao, Mateus Jr., Inaki Peña, Oscar Mingueta, and Conrad de la Fuente. At first, he brought on a double change for Mingueta and Pjanic, and then took off Busquets and Serginho Dest. Now, one of the main reasons he did that was because that Dest was having a very poor game, and he didn't want Dest to attack too much. So he brought on Mingueta as a right back to be a little bit more of that defensive right back, even though Mingueta is predominantly a center back, of course, but he has played right back before in his youth. So he put Mingueta there to be a bit more defensive. And of course, switching Pjanic for Busquets was simply just for fresh legs. And his last substitution was bringing on Griezmann for Braithwaite. Again, mainly just for freshness. I think Braithwaite was, getting really tired because all he was doing was basically running in the game. Of course, the weather in that game was pretty cold. So that's why he probably did that substitution. Now, if you look at the full-time stats for this match, of course, Barcelona won 1-0, 70% possession at the end of the game, 20 shots, 7 on target, 793 passes attempted, 91% pass accuracy on the night for the whole team, 40 long balls completed, 14 successful dribbles, and 44 duels won. On paper, it looks like a complete dominant performance in Barcelona. An interesting stat is that Barcelona have now won 4 out of their last 5 away games compared to only 2 in their last 5 home games. So it's like Barcelona are maybe turning the corner now, playing more better away from home than they are at home, which of course shouldn't be the case. But the main stat I want to look at is, of course, the shooting stat. Now, the main stat I want to look at is, of course, the shooting stat. On the screen right now, you can see the map of where all the shots came from, looking more likely from a lot from Dembele, Messi, some from Pjanic, some from Jordi Alba. 20 shots total, 7 were on target, 10 shots were off target, 3 shots were blocked, and 1 goal. Now, as we all know, Barcelona have not been clinical over the past, I'd say the whole season, to be honest, and Koeman reiterated that in his press conference, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But the main thing is that our forwards this season have not been firing. And as you can see from the map, a lot of the shots that have been taken outside the box have not been on target as well. You have that one from the Messi free kick, which was saved. Then you have the inside the box, where some of them have been on target and some of them not. I don't understand what's wrong with Barcelona this season. We have not been clinical this season. All the forwards this season have missed chances, the likes of Messi, Griezmann, Dembele, Ansu, Coutinho. Every single forward this season has missed their chance, and it's a big problem at the club at the moment. So now let's get into the post-match press conference. Koeman, De Jong, and Ter Stegen all accompanied the media and answered some questions. Let's start with De Jong. Of course, he was predominantly the man of the match for getting the winning goal and had a very good performance on the night. He starts off by saying, "We are very happy with the victory. I'm happy with the goal I scored. It helped us. We played a good game, especially in the first half. There was not so many spaces for us to play because they closed them off. When I scored, I tried to go further into the opposition's area, and Messi gave me a wonderful pass to create the chance for me. When the chances for the attack are shut down, it is important for the midfielder to come forward and bring something to the team." That's De Jong basically confirming that he was playing that box-to-box midfield, and that Koeman told him to go forward every time he saw that space. He did that, and he got the goal. Of course, the second player to do the press conference was, of course, Marc Andre Ter Stegen. For me, he was absolutely critical in that game with that very important save that pretty much won us the 3 points. He starts off by saying, "It is clear that we can't close out games. It is something we have to improve on." Now, Ter Stegen is a very honest person. I think this is one of the reasons why he's going to be one of the captains in the future when we know the likes of Busquets, Pique, Roberto, Messi move on. Definitely in line to be a captain. He is very honest, and he's very critical of the team. Basically doing what everyone else does, constructive criticism. These 3 points are very important for us to start the year off well. We suffered a lot. It was cold. But these are matches that decide the league title. We have to improve our accuracy in the end because we have played a very serious game, especially in the first half. There are many matches left in January. If we can keep winning, especially away from home, from the Camp Nou, we can compete for the title. Then he was asked about the Busquets pass that, almost, went in. He said, "I didn't see the ball well enough through the spotlight. You do have to suffer sometimes, right? There's no problem with Busquets. We are good friends. We had to finish the match by scoring more goals." Even Ter Stegen, the guy in the keeper position, is knowing that Barcelona aren't being very clinical at the moment. We tried to press them more in the areas to try and contain them. We want to avoid any danger that they could create in the second half, but we did not concede in that, unfortunately. Let's move on to Ronald Koeman now. Of course, Koeman is the one who sets up the team, sets up the tactics, so his words are very, very important. Let's get into what he said. He started off by saying, "We were very good in the first half. We dominated the match and created many chances. In the last 20 minutes towards the end, we suffered a bit, but we defended well. We don't close out the games. That happens. Huesca made it very hard for us, and we had to be compact. That hurts our game. It's hard for us to defend well because we're used to playing with the ball and attacking. We always want to be big. We had possession and opportunity to score to make it easier for ourselves in the second half. We were looking to score and we wanted more goals." Dembele had some decisive actions in our attack and created danger. This month is very important for our aspirations. We have a lot of away games. Now, I don't know if Koeman knows this, but this month, all of our games are away. So we don't have a lot. Every single game is away. Now, Koeman was asked about the system that he played in the field. He says that playing with 3 players in midfield, naturally we had to choose between one of Griezmann and Braithwaite. So he is saying that, yes, I decided to go with the 4-3-3, and that only one of Braithwaite or Griezmann could start, and he chose to start Braithwaite. He continues on by saying that Griezmann's substitution means nothing. I trust every player in the squad. Today, we needed Braithwaite to play up top as our 9. We are playing a lot of games, so we need the entire squad. Now, I have a problem with that from Koeman. He says, I trust every player in the squad. Now, that is that's a high level of cap, because you don't trust Riqui, Puig, you don't trust Alenia, you don't trust Umtiti, you don't trust Firpo, you don't trust Matteo Fernandes. There's 5 players right there that you don't trust, and yet you say you trust every player in the squad, but when you play the same players every single week, I think that begs a difference. Koeman continues on by saying that a new signing, it is not necessary to repeat what has been said several times already, that we lack someone up top to score. That's Koeman right there for me calling out for the board to sign Memphis Depay, because he knows he is the only striker available on the market, cheapest option on the market, top quality player on the market. Koeman desperately wants Depay. It is completely evident of that. He's probably gone to round plans every single day asking for Depay. I think that Barcelona have to deliver this. Of course, we won't know until the last week of the January window. It's been a little bit quiet about the rumors now at the moment, so not really much is flying. Basically, what we know right now is that Barcelona want to go for Eric Garcia first, and then if they have time, they'll go for Depay. That's pretty much where we're at the moment. PSG and Juventus are also pushing for Depay as well, so we're going to have stiff competition. I think Barcelona need to move fast, otherwise we're going to lose out on him. I would predict right now that we're probably not going to sign him, and we're going to continue this season without a really top quality number 9. He continues on by saying that Messi is an important player for us and he is a huge inspiration for this team. Winning matches like this gives us confidence, but we also depend on other teams. There is good competition at the top. We will try to win our next match this Wednesday. Well, hopefully you do try. We came out strong and focused, and it's the base of these feelings that we need. We can improve on our scoring, and with how we play in front of goal, we can have a very good start for the year. So that's Koeman basically saying, like, look, if we can finish our chances and win these games, we'll have a nice start to the year. Hopefully that'll give us confidence to push on and win some trophies. Now let's highlight some player performances. We're going to first start off with Ronald Araujo. Now I did give Araujo a 7 out of 10 in my player ratings. Now looking at the stats from this game and rewatching the game, I think I was a little bit harsh from that. He had 63 passes, 94% pass accuracy, 6 out of 10 accurate long balls, 1 successful dribble, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 clearances, 4 out of 5 aerial duels won, 9 out of 10 duels won. This kid is on another level. Don't want to rush to conclusions, but I think we did find our PK replacement. I think Araujo is going to be a top quality center back, and hopefully when PK comes back, he can start playing some games with PK. That way he can gain an experience of being, the big, strong, tall center back. I think Araujo is definitely one for the future, and he is a fantastic player and had a fantastic performance against Huesca. Another player who had a fantastic performance in this game was, of course, Ousmane Dembele. Didn't score or assist, but gave us that flair on that left-hand side. After rewatching the game, I feel like Jordi Alba kind of, occupies a lot of the space that Dembele wants to get. So maybe putting him on the right wing is a bit better. But then again, apparently Koeman doesn't think Dest and Dembele work very well. But they hasn't tried it yet, so I say go for it and maybe give that a shot. Then maybe move Messi into the middle and then maybe go back to kind of a 4-2-3-1/4-3-3 with Messi in midfield, which a lot of Kool-Aids have been saying for a lot of years that they want to see Messi in midfield. So maybe that's a possibility. But an interesting stat from this game about Dembele is now Dembele has now played 8 full games in La Liga for Barcelona. 2 in the 17-18, 2 in 18-19, 2 in 19-20, and 2 in 20-21, and he has already equaled his personal best. So Dembele has only played 8 full games in La Liga since 2017. This shows how many injuries he's really had. This guy can only play 8 full games in La Liga. To be honest, I'm so happy that Koeman gave him the full 90 minutes to get used to playing the game for the full game, because Dembele really plays that, because usually he comes back from injury, comes on, makes a couple sub appearances, and gets injured again, or he'll start a game, get subbed off, and then get injured again. Nice to see him get a full 90 minutes under his belt. Hopefully he can stay injury-free for the season, because he's going to be a big part of our squad. Another player that had a good performance in this match was, of course, Pedri. I did give him a 6 out of 10 in my player ratings, simply because in the second half I felt like he dropped off a bit. But an interesting stat from Pedri as well is that he has completed 95 touches against Huesca, 9 in the rivals area, a record of a player born in 2000 in La Liga match. So that is another record for Pedri under his belt. Of course, he's one of the youngest assisters ever in the Liga, well, the youngest appearance maker, and now he's the youngest with the most touches in the opposition's half and in the game in general. Pedri has a very bright future with Barcelona and in La Liga, but I have to recommend to Koeman to not give him too much playing time. Because if you give him too much playing time, he's going to get too much hype. You're going to have more expectation from him because he did miss a lot of chances in this game. And he keeps doing that, the fans are going to start, complaining. So I would advise Koeman to not play him too much and then maybe give opportunities to, Riqui, Puig, and Alenia. But then again, when you're Pedri and you're putting in great performances week in, week out, it's hard to do that. Final player I want to talk about is, of course, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi got the assist for the goal for Frenkie De Jong, and he also played his 500th game for Barcelona in La Liga. Here's his stats for the 500 games: 451 goals. That's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. Plays in 500 games and scored 450 goals. Oh my god, that's almost a goal every game. 185 assists, 2,134 completed dribbles, 1,047 chances created. Oh my god. This guy plays as like a striker and a creative midfielder bonding together as well. It's like a mixture of R9 and Maradona. Just put that all together and then that's just Messi. Brilliant. 369 wins, 83 draws, and 48 losses, which is an outstanding record. 49 yellow cards, 0 red cards, 10 La Liga titles, and 7 Pichichis. It's just the stats, the numbers of this guy is just ridiculous. Also yesterday, he broke another record. He reached 300 assists of his career. This man's on a different level. He is the greatest player ever to play, and if we did not have him against Huesca, I do fear that we would have drawn or lost that game. Of course, we missed him in the Eibar game and we dropped points. Today we had him and we didn't. I felt like he had a very strong influence on the team. Of course, he's the captain of the team, and once the captain is missing, everyone's head drop, but when the captain's there, they all perform. Messi had a really good game yesterday in terms of creating and, controlling the tempo of the game. But of course, his finishing lacked as well. He wasn't very clinical-like. Could have got at least 2 goals in this match, but unfortunately, couldn't finish his chances. I am a bit worried now that if he doesn't finish his chances, will Koeman now look at him more as a midfielder and more to recreate and score? Who knows, but his finishing is a bit lacking now. I guess this happens with age, that your finishing, drops off a little bit, but hopefully he can get some more goals this season and brings back, his goal-scoring form. Because if he starts scoring again, he's going to be on another level to everyone else. That was my match analysis for Huesca versus Barcelona. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below. You want to elaborate on one of my points or bring up a point that I didn't mention in this video. And of course, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the match preview for Athletic Bilbao versus Barcelona. Games are coming in thick and fast. So every other day we're going to have games now. So it's going to be a very, very eventful month. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and Forza Barca.